Now, Pavarotti was a good friend.
Hello, welcome to The Revealing. I am your host, Pavarotti, and I'm here to discuss the Idaho 4 case. As a disclaimer, channel is for entertainment purposes. These are my opinions, not here to slander, but let's get started. Folks, I got some things coming your way. I'm going to do it over the next 3 weeks, though, as I have continued to dive into the connection to the Aryan prison gang that was taken down in March of 2023 and how it applies to this case. Oh, I have found some things. I've found some things that's going to make all these guilters and all these naysayers. I just can't wait, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to do it slowly over the next 3 weeks, and I can't wait to see the reaction videos that I get from that, and I can't wait to see the looks on these people's faces. But until then, I'm going to continue down the path that I was on. And, you know, it's funny. When you start to touch on sensitive subjects in this case, the guilters, they come out in force. I've got all the guilters at me now. The one troll that I made come to life, the Vivian, number one, she enlisted her friend character analysis to I guess try to come after me and my content, which is fine. Enlist whoever you want. I mean, you all believe Kohberger's guilty and you don't want to hear anything other than that. Of course, she did make a statement in a video the other day that was absolute lie, and it was slander against Pavarotti. She said that I posted comments demeaning Vivian's weight on one of her videos, and that is an absolute lie. Never said a word about Vivian's weight. I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said that I think the reason that she hated Brian Kohberger was because he was successful at dieting. No, I didn't say one thing about her weight. Now, she responded with, yeah, heroin diets are really successful. That's great. And I responded back with simple, no, I think you just, have something against dieting in general. Again, I didn't say anything about her weight. She responded with something rude, so my final post was simple. I said, I think you want the A&W root beer to be the one that has the camera because they sell ice cream. Again, nothing about her weight. So for character analysis to come out and say that I was demeaning her weight is a bold lie. But she didn't stop there. She's continued, and she made a video. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. And now she's refuting my last video on the roommates, where all I did was read the PCA. That's literally all that I did, is I read the PCA and discussed what the PCA said. She did a whole video refuting what I said that the PCA said. I mean, this is an interesting. But when she did it, though, she unleashed the beast. She literally unleashed the beast. She showed me something that I didn't realize. And I was able to take that information that she showed me, and I scoured the internet for video, and I found it. So I may have found actual video of the atrocity based on character analysis, what she has said in this video about me. And folks, pay attention, pay close attention, because we're going to get started. Let me show you the findings here. First, let's look at what she was saying about my last video.
I'm going to do a little bit of a fact check for you. We're going to play clips from Jay Ember's latest video, and I'm going to explain why I think he's interpreting what's written incorrectly.
It's a good thing that we have these awesome folks that know Brian Kohberger did it to fact check everything that I do. What would we do without them? Now let's see her character analysis, because she may come up with something profound in this. I don't know. Let's see.
Was stating that she heard Kaylee playing with her dog and she was mistaken, the atrocity taking place,
is a key word here. Does it?
No, I didn't forget the word approximately, because if you follow the list of events that happened after that, read the PCA, if it happened after 4 a.m., then the rest of the events that took place with Mortenson's statements would put this thing way past 4:25. So the only way their timeline works is if you follow the 4 a.m. approximation, like it says in the PCA, approximately 4 a.m. But let's hear some more of this wonderful analysis. Explain to us what the word approximately means, character analysis.
Definition. Used to show that something is almost but not completely accurate or exact. So what Dylan says is she hears what she believes is Kaylee playing with her dog approximately at 4 a.m., which could mean 4:05, it could mean 4:10, it could mean 5 minutes before.
Hey, let's use this word approximately to explain everything. Okay, did Brian Koberger commit this crime? Well, we can approximate that he did. Now, approximately, Brian Koberger committed the crime, because what was the definition? That it's close to but not exact. Approximately, somebody that looked like Koberger committed this crime. Approximately, character analysis committed the crime. So we can use that word to do all kinds of stuff. Forget all the other words in there. Good job.
The fact that the PCA said that Dylan thought she heard Kaylee playing with her dog implies that Dylan didn't just hear a dog barking. She heard another noise in conjunction with the dog barking, which very well would mean that it was probably Kaylee playing with her dog, which means Kaylee was awake. Huh. No, that should be Kaylee playing with her dog and hearing those types of sounds that, Mortenson had lived there with Kaylee and her dog for some time. Probably wasn't the first time she heard those sounds, so she could recognize them. That would mean Kaylee's awake. But what does character analysis say it means? Tell us, please. You know, right? Very well, could have been the attack.
That could have been the attack. Okay. Yep, that could have been the attack. Well, if that's the case, then the supposed Hyundai Elantra hasn't parked yet, so I guess it couldn't be Brian Koberger at that point committing the attack based on the PCA. Because he doesn't park till 4:06. He can't even get in the house until 4:08. This is approximately 4 a.m. So it's either Kaylee playing with her dog, which means Kaylee's awake, or it means somebody other than Brian Koberger is committing the atrocity. Huh. Based on that. Well, but what is her determination of that?
She opened the door the first time, somebody's here, she shuts the door. She opens the door the second time because she hears somebody crying coming out of Xana's room. Now, she stated earlier that by 4 a.m. that they knew, by 2 a.m. they knew everybody was home. By 4 a.m. she knew everybody was in their rooms, either in their rooms awake or asleep. So she knows the only people in Xana's room is Ethan and Xana.
She doesn't know that, nor do we know that she knew that.
Okay, well then that means the law enforcement are complete liars based on what you're saying then, character analysis, because it says in the PCA that according to statements by Mortenson and Funk, all the residents of the home was there by 2 a.m. If there were other people in the home that Mortenson and Funk knew were in the home, other than the two guests, which would be Ethan and Kaylee, then it should have been stated in that PCA. And if it wasn't, and they knew there were other people there, then that makes law enforcement very much suspicious and liars, because it never says anywhere in the PCA that Mortenson and Funk stated there was anyone else in the home. So for you to say that hearing voices coming out of Xana's room and having Mortenson not know that it's Ethan or Xana, that is either completely idiotic on your part, or you're calling the law enforcement that has written this PCA liars. So which is it? Are you that dense, or are you calling them liars? Because if you're calling them liars, then I'm kind of with you. If you're that dense, then not so much.
That PCA only tracks the movements of the victims and the surviving roommates. We have no idea if anybody else was in the house at that point.
Okay, yes, that's a very, very dense way to put it. So you're telling me that the law enforcement would have known there was other people in the home at this time, and they wouldn't have put it in the PCA because those would all be potential witnesses, wouldn't they? Wow. She is saying law enforcement. This is what she's saying. She's saying law enforcement has lied to everybody about who was in the home that night. That is a bold statement. Wow, you got some guts. You're just calling out law. I thought you were a guilter, but no, you're telling us that law enforcement are lying to us. Good job, character analysis. Hey, now let's get forward and see, because I think she may have solved this whole thing, y'all. This is going to be amazing. You're not going to believe this. I got to show you. Oh, yeah, I think it's right here. Let's hear.
See, and if so, why isn't one of the number one things in the description listed? Okay, what color was his hair? Was it dark? Was it blonde? Was it short? Was it long? Was it curly? Was he bald? None of that's in here. And you will never see a description of somebody that got that good of a look at them without describing their hair or if they were wearing something over their head. It's not in here. So that description doesn't sound legitimate at all. In fact, it sounds almost scripted, like somebody told her to say what she said.
Her description makes perfect sense if the suspect was wearing a balaclava. When you're wearing a balaclava,
The description makes perfect sense. Okay, now let's back up. Remember her description? He's 5'10" or taller, not muscular but athletically built, with bushy eyebrows and a mask over his face. Never once in her description does she say there's anything over his head. So that description makes sense. As long as he is wearing a ninja mask, she says. So the description makes sense, even though she didn't say there was something over her head. But character analysis is so sure that it's Kohberger that she has gone and look at this. She has put up a literal ninja mask. She's got Kohberger not only being a ninja, but he's dressed like a ninja as well. Now, I would have to think, because we all assume that Miss Mortensen had been drinking. She opened the door and she saw a male that maybe she didn't recognize, and he had maybe a COVID mask on, and it maybe kind of scared her enough to shut her door and lock it, but not enough to not go back to sleep, not call 911 until noon the next day. But if she opened the door, haven't been drinking or not, and she sees a guy standing there dressed in a ninja uniform, I would have to think that she really would be so scared that she would be in a frozen shock phase, and she would be shutting her door, dialing 911, clawing a hole through the side of the house with her fingernails to get out of there. If she saw a guy looking like this ninja that character analysis is suggesting that he looked like. Look, now she's showing this is how they seen his eyebrows because he's a ninja. But not to degrade her analysis, but it has inspired me, and I've searched through a lot of video, and I've come across a video. Now I'm not sure if this is the atrocity itself happening, but it very possibly could be. But I want to show it to you and let y'all get y'all's thoughts in. Is this the atrocity taking place? Hey folks, now if this isn't the actual King Road residence and this is not Brian Kohberger, I mean, I think you'd agree this is approximately what character analysis is saying happened. You can see here's Kohberger. This must be how he enters the residence. Okay, yep, seeing his K-bar knife in the bottom of it, he kept his tools that would allow him to enter the door. I don't know what is that, if that's Kohberger, if I don't know what he's doing there. Oh, could you see the bushy eyebrows? Wait a minute, here's somebody coming to stop him. Oh my goodness. No, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Folks, if this isn't, you know what? Was that Kohberger? Character analysis, was that Kohberger? I don't know. It looked, his eyebrows weren't that bushy, but could you approximate? Let's see. Can we approximate if he's his ethnicity based on this? I don't know. Okay, let's see. See if we can approximate his ethnicity. Is this? Look! Is that Kohberger? Nah. I don't know. I don't know if I can make a positive description based on that. I can't tell if those eyebrows are bushy or if that's just muscular looking brows, really. I don't know if that's Kohberger or not. You know, this may not be, you know, the atrocity that I found here, folks. After further review, I don't think that was the video of what took place at the King Road residence. For some reason, I don't think he was a ninja or wearing a ninja hat. But hey, you know, what do I know? We've got these very, very qualified and smart people out here to tell us when we're, when we're wrong. So good thing for that. I got another video coming out here shortly that we will revisit the same situation that I discussed in the roommates video, except we're going to add a little bit to it. Okay, we got the Steve G texts, and we're going to apply that to the same situation and see if we can get any more further clarification, because I got a lot of great comments on that last video and very thought-provoking, and I'm hoping to do the same with this next one. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Post your thoughts, post your criticisms, post anything you'd like to post. Anybody that would like to make another video refuting what I've said in this video, go right ahead. That's your right. Just not thinking Kohberger's a ninja. Not at this point. Pavarotti out.